Hey guys, welcome to another week with Ryan and Rodrigo. And we're gonna start with a little friendship bonding exercise because Rodrigo and I miss each other so much because of the lockdown. And so I'm gonna start and I'm gonna describe my good friend. I'm gonna say that Rodrigo is very loyal, he's hardworking, he is intelligent, he is caring, and he is very kind.
All right. Thank you very much, Ryan. I appreciate all the good words about me. And I think this is like uh, this is like couples counseling, right?
A
Couples therapy.
little bit.
Uh, but it's a really good exercise. Uh, Ryan, I think you are American. I think you are. I know you are American for a fact. Okay. By now, I think. Uh,
It's
but
true that I'm American, but do you mean it more than just like I am? You mean I also am American, right?
am
Yeah.
exactly. So you are American. You are American. You are also very creative. You are also organized. You are also loyal. So American, creative, organized, loyal, and you are white. Okay.
Well, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Uh,
Nice.
and and to all of our students, those words that we were using are qualities. They describe each of us. So Rodrigo said that I am American, that I'm white, that I'm loyal, and these are all things that describe me. And I said that Rodrigo is also loyal, and he is intelligent, and he is kind. And these things in grammar are called adjectives. So, Rodrigo, can you describe for them a little bit about adjectives?
Sure. But first, I'd like to propose or suggest an exercise. I like that everybody, people that are listening to this or watching, uh, rewind it, go back, and try to write down all the adjectives, all the qualities Ryan said about me and I said about Ryan. That would be a good exercise for everybody. Okay, there will be like 10 new adjectives, 10 qualities that you would be learning. Okay, exercising, practicing. So that would be a good exercise. So adjectives, the first thing and the most important thing I like to say about adjectives is that they are qualities. To simplify, adjectives seems too grammatical. Adjectives are qualities. Adjectives are characteristics or words that describe other words. So in this case, loyal man, hardworking man. Uh, what else did I say? American man, white man. Okay, all those in Portuguese we have a difference in usage because in Portuguese, if you notice, I put all the qualities before the name Ryan, loyal man, quiet man, American man, white man. In Portuguese, the quality goes after the noun. Okay, homem quieto, homem alto, homem americano. Or something very, very simple. Carro vermelho, in English, red car. Bola azul, in English, blue ball. Something very simple. Okay. Uh, so that is the one of the most important things. It's a characteristic, and adjectives are characteristics or qualities, and they always go before the noun, before the object, before the thing, before the name in English. Okay. Now, Ryan, uh, in Portuguese, when we have more than one thing, for example, carros vermelhos, we use vermelhos. Carros is in plural and vermelhos is in the plural. How do we do that in English? Is it the same?
No, it's not. And I have to say that when I started learning Portuguese, this was difficult for me at first because in English you never ever make the adjective plural. It always stays the same. And so, for example, if you want to say os carros vermelhos in English, you say the red cars. And if you wanted to say like the smart children, well, in Portuguese, that would be as crianças espertos. But in English, no, is the smart children. And when I was learning Portuguese, that was a little bit difficult for me because of the difference.
You made a small mistake when you said as crianças espertos. In Portuguese, this is also something different. In Portuguese, we have female and male. We say as crianças espertas, o planeta
Yes.
azul. In English, we don't have that, right? English is gender neutral, right?
Doesn't exist. Yeah,
Okay.
that was
English,
another thing that I have yet to learn in Portuguese is all of the different genders.
yeah.
Maybe someday.
This is very subjective because you don't know. It's difficult, maybe impossible to know, to understand that criança is female, the word, right? But it's
Yeah.
okay. In English, there's no male or female. In English, children are smart. Smart is one, and that's it. Okay. Uh, very nice. Now, can you remember um, some other examples of simple sentences in English
Sure.
that use adjectives?
So now that I
For
live in
example,
Brazil,
what do you think about our country?
yeah, now that I live in Brazil, one thing that is very nice is that Brazil is a beautiful country. Brazil is a beautiful country. It has a lot of open spaces. The beaches are amazing. And I really, really think that Brazil is a beautiful country. And another example is that your son Vittorio, is cute. And that's another example. And finally, Olympic swimmers are fast. Olympic swimmers are fast. And you see here that there are two adjectives in this sentence. You have Olympic, which is talking about swimmers, Olympic swimmers, and also fast. And they are separated by the verb to be.
Okay, so when you want to describe something, you can use the verb to be to help in the description, right? You can say a handsome man or a tall man or a beautiful woman, but you can say that the woman is beautiful, right? That the man is tall.
You can say that the beautiful woman is short.
Okay, so two adjectives, one before and then verb to be and after another adjective. Great,
Exactly.
very good. Ryan, as a Portuguese, as someone that is learning Portuguese, do you remember, and someone that is a teacher, do you remember confusions that students make, or I don't know, difficulties students have about adjectives that they confide to you, that they talk to you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. One is something that we discussed, that we covered on a previous video, and you can see it right here on the screen, a link for you to watch. And the video was about the present continuous. So go and check that out, because in the video we talked about how sometimes verbs can have an ending with ing, and adjectives will many times also end with ing. And it can be very confusing, because you can have a sentence like, I am eating, which is an activity, an action, a verb. I am eating. You can also have a sentence like, I am charming. And charming is a quality. It's, I am charming. I am a cool guy. People like me. I am charming. But both of these, they end with ing and they use the verb to be. And so it's easy to get confused if you are not paying attention.
If you're reading, maybe, and if you're not aware, if you don't know the context, right? Maybe
Exactly.
if the sentence is just there, maybe it can create confusion. But if you pay a little attention, you'll see that one is an action and the other is a characteristic, right?
That's
I am
right.
eating and I am charming. I am doing something and I am interesting. Okay. That is simple to it is a confusion. It can be a confusion, but it's something simple to be solved, right? It's a
Yeah. You
simple
just need to
problem.
pay attention and know when there is an action, when there is an activity, and when they are describing a quality, something about a person.
Okay, nice. Now, one thing, you now that we talked about this action, adjective, action, quality, I can say that I am charming. I can say that I'm interesting, or that you are interesting, or that horseback riding is exciting, or that I don't know, many adjectives. I can use many adjectives with ing that can be confused with the verb. But how can I talk uh, about the other side of the situation? I am interesting. I cause interest in someone. But how can I talk about that someone? Uh, are there any adjectives to describe that?
Sure. So if we think of an example, a movie recently, the movie It, and it had that scary clown, that very frightening clown. And if you watch the movie, you would say, this movie is frightening. This movie is very frightening. I feel frightened. I am frightened. Because when you describe a quality of a thing, you say that the movie is frightening. But when you describe how the movie makes you feel, the movie makes you feel frightened. And it's the same for many different adjectives. So you can say that the class, maybe some other English teacher, not us, of course, but the class is very boring. The class is so boring. I don't want to go to school. The class is boring. The students are bored. The students are bored. Okay?
Okay, I understand. So the class causes boredom,
Exactly.
makes students feel boredom, and students are bored. They receive that action, right? Okay, that's
Yes.
also simple. It's also nice. Do you think there's something else to be added here? Something else important, or something that you would like to say?
Well, I think for adjectives, for qualities, one very important thing is that there are thousands or millions of qualities to learn. And they're all very wonderful words. They add flavor, they add interest to your conversation. And the best way to learn them is by speaking, by practicing, by reading, by watching TV shows and listening to music, just by experiencing the language. You will learn lots of new and exciting words. And so that's what I say today, is that everyone should just practice and learn as much as possible.
Okay, very nice. Yeah, I'd say the same. I think being exposed to English as much as you can in a relevant way to yourself, of course, is very important. Very simple activities, very simple actions you can take can help you so much, so much. You have no idea. Having your cell phone in English, you see adjectives, you see qualities, you see nouns, you see all the simple words all the time in a very intuitive way. So that's very important. When you can do, you can follow our example, and you can choose somebody you like very much. Maybe choose yourself, and that would be a mindfulness exercise. And write 5, 10, 20 qualities or characteristics, positive qualities about yourself. That would help you in job interviews, for example. Job interviewers ask all the time, what are 2 good qualities about yourself, right or bad?
They ask you to describe yourself. How would you describe yourself? That's like the most common job interview question of all time.
And that's all about adjectives, right? That's all about qualities. So it's a very good exercise, and it's very good because you'll be prepared when the time comes, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's it for today. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you guys soon. Don't forget to like and share and subscribe to Ryan and Rodrigo After Hours, and look for our next video soon. See you guys later.
See you. Goodbye. Thank you.